Alright, hello English class. Sorry about the shakiness. I know I look like Michael J. Fox holding an Etch-a-Sketch over here, but this is going to be my documentary thing for the senior legacy project, and this is about driving a truck. I'm in my pickup right now, as you can see. I wasn't able to drive the truck this weekend, or you would have seen me actually driving. But I'm going to show you kind of what I've learned about shifting the truck. So right here, this is my gear shifter. Right now it's in neutral. And in a semi-truck, I'll show you the pattern. In a semi-truck, if I can get it to go into the gear. Hold on. Oh, it doesn't want to. Oh no. Alright, so how about this? I won't even show you reverse. Up and this way is reverse. So down and this way, that would be first gear. In this particular truck, this is first, this is second. But don't worry about that. We're worried about the semi-truck. So here's first gear. You never start in that gear. There's just no reason to unless you're like super heavy loaded. Here is second gear. Up there. There's third gear. Right there. So you go from up here to down. It's a big H pattern. And then you go up and over. And this truck doesn't have a gear right there. But that would be fourth gear. Right up there. And then that would be fifth. In this truck it's reversed. That's why it's way farther down. So that's your low range. And on a semi-truck shifter, right here, there would be a little flicking lever. What you do is, when you're in fifth gear like that, you come out, you flick it up, and you come back around, and now you're in sixth. Now you're in high range, and that's in a 10-speed truck. So, let me just move over a little bit so we can get a better angle. From sixth gear, you go seventh, eighth, ninth would be right there. 10th is your high gear. You really only go into that gear. So, 9th you can cruise at about 45-50 miles an hour. You only drop it into 10th when you're really on the highway. Excuse me. That's really all it's good for. It's all it's really meant. Pardon my mess. It's really all it's good for. Don't mind the can of dip. Let me just get that out of the way. And fuck that. So yeah, that's how you do it. Obviously in a truck it's a little different. And let me show you something about the clutch, if I can still see. So you see where my foot is there? Not this one. This one here. If I pull back on that, there's the clutch pedal, that one all the way to the left. Not this one. This one. So this is your clutch pedal if you've never driven a manual. And what you do is, in a truck it's much different than in a car. In a truck, you use this when you're stopping and when you're starting. In between, you have your foot on the gas. Let me move my CB cord out of the way. And so you have your foot on the gas, and you would put it down when you're going, and then as soon as you're going to go to change gear, let's see if I can focus here, get my fat fucking finger out of the way. As soon as you're going to go to change gear, you would let up, and that would release the tension in the gears. So what happens is, let's see if I can flip this around and show you. I guess not. Let's see if that's a good angle. What happens is, your gears are meshed like this. As soon as you let off, they go like that. They don't come that far out, but I'm just trying to visualize. Your gears are going to separate a little and release the tension, and you can move it into the next gear. Okay, you following me? Sweet. So you would be, say, in first gear, you would be going, and you would just let off and go into the next gear. And you'll feel it. What'll happen is, say, second gear to third gear, you're going to be on the gas, you're going to be putting pressure on it, and in this truck it'll just pop out, but you're going to be putting pressure on the stick, and as soon as you let off, you'll feel that pressure go, and then you can slip it into the next gear. So that's basically shifting the truck. It's a lot harder than it seems because if you look at the dash here, This over here is my speedometer, but if you think about that as an RPM gauge, 2,500 RPM is going to be right here. Now, everybody in this class drives a gas car. Your car will rev all the way up to probably 7,000 RPM if it's a little bit higher end. But in a semi, 2,500 RPMs is the absolute max in the one I drive. You're going to be shifting right up here at about 1,200 RPMs. 12 to 1,500 RPMs depending on low range or high range. So you have to rev match in the low range especially. It's much harder to do if you don't rev match. You can double clutch it, which is, say you're in gear, you clutch, then I just took it out of gear, it's in neutral, you let out, you clutch again, you put it in gear. And obviously it had to be much faster, it'd be like that. See, there's the problem right there. They circled it for you. But yes, that's how you shift. That's what I've learned so far driving the truck. Obviously I've driven it around, I've backed it up, but I don't know if you can see. There's a bunch of deckheads parked behind me, so I can't drive around. So yeah, that's my driving of the truck. Sorry about my mess. Hopefully that works. Hopefully that's informative. All right, bye.